Hello babes, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the fabulous wardrobe of Miss Dion Davenport, played by the beautiful Stacey Dash. So let's get into it. Dion Davenport is the beautiful best friend of Cher in the 90s series Clueless. That was a spin-off from the cult classic 90s hit Clueless. Though Dion is supposed to be the side character to Cher, she often overshadows her, not only with her fashion, but her overall character. Dion's character is the hyper-feminine, fashionable, sassy teen girl who, although young, is secure in who she is and how she should be treated. I believe the show should have been centered around Dion, as I've said before, because she often outshined her co-star, and I just believe she was the better actress and more appealing to the audience. I also don't think that her and the actress had much chemistry when it came to their friendship. Stacey and Alicia had genuine chemistry that made you believe their friendship was real. Alicia also epitomized the rich, spoiled, airhead Cali girl persona, so I think those factors were the reason the show only made it to 3 seasons. I just think Dion and Amber were the ones who made this show. And someone like Reese Witherspoon or Sarah Michelle Gellar should have played Cher, especially Miss Reese Witherspoon, because we know she would have done a phenomenal job. Now let's get into the fashions of Miss Dion Davenport. Dion had a beautiful silk honey caramel complexion, and the color she wore complemented her skin tone beautifully. Like rich reds, corals and pinks, neon greens, yellows and purples, her undertones are warm, so the colors are flattering on her and not washing her out, which is why she stands out in every scene, because not only is she beautiful and well dressed, but almost everything she wears flatters her complexion and shape very well. Mona May, who was the costume designer for the original Clueless movie, was also the designer for the TV show. And you guys know I love anything Mona May has created when it comes to fashion on TV and movies. Mona May is so skilled in costume design. She not only knows how to pick out clothing, but she understands shape, color theory, and how to incorporate them into fashion. She also knew how to dress different shapes and accentuate them. Dion's clothes are never boxy or unflattering. They always complement her figure really well. Dion is just naturally an it girl. She doesn't have to try hard to make you believe she's that girl. She just walks into a room and all eyes are on her. You have to wear the clothes. The clothes can't wear you. And it doesn't matter how good you look. If you don't believe it and don't look comfortable in what you're wearing, then you'll end up either looking like a tryhard or like you're trying to emulate someone and it's not naturally who you are. You have to believe you're that girl, and confidence is a major key. Dion mostly wore mini skirts and dresses, much like Fran Fine, and why I love her wardrobe so much. I love seeing women embrace their femininity, and I love skirts and dresses. Yes, I'll wear leggings and trousers from Zara or Aritzia from time to time, but if I'm honest, I actually prefer dresses and skirts now. I don't like the way jeans feel. And I used to love jeans in my teen years, but I just feel more comfortable in a dress, skirt, or leggings when I run my errands. I don't know if it's the thickness of the denim or that they don't really have much flexibility no matter what jeans they are. Okay, wait, no. Actually, I really love Citizens of Humanity and Goldie jeans and how they accentuate your body, but I still would choose a skirt or dress over denim. But I love to see a 90s TV show that was centered around fashion in the 90s, and although I was young, it always fascinated me because of the colors, looks, and shopping. Now the storylines are not really good. The fashion is what holds your attention. Some of the brands worn by Dion on this show is of course Moschino, the cheap and chic collection. Moschino was huge in the 90s and featured in almost every movie, music video, and TV show, and even in some rap lyrics. She also wears Anna Sui, Todd Oldham, Comme des Garçons, Gucci, and Versace. Nowadays, TV shows that revolve around teens have declined drastically. Fashion is just like the last thing on their minds, which is an important factor to why shows last. Though not the main reason, it's an important one because it helps to tell the story and keep the viewers interested. Dion mixes and matches her colors frequently, but not in a way that you consider to be tacky. They're bright, vivid, bubbly, and makes you want to try out exactly what she's wearing and how she's wearing it, but in a way that piques your interest. And I love how they didn't just put her in dull, boring colors, and they also dressed her petite frame in clothes that were for her. She was smaller, so they dressed her in clothing that was perfect for her height and frame. Not everything is always for everyone when it comes to height, and because it can sometimes look awkward and uncomfortable, like overly baggy, frumpy clothing or clothes that are just shapeless. Like, I love chunky sweaters, but depending upon the chunky sweater, it can look like a shapeless mess. But I like the chunky sweaters that have the V-necks and enhance your silhouette. So shapes play a major role in what you wear and also knowing your body and what looks best on you. Like I always tell people, fitting rooms are your best friend. Yes, we hate them sometimes and the long lines or just having to change into multiple pieces, but it's where you learn what you like, what looks good on you, and saves you a trip from having to return items. Also, most items look better in person, and the model doesn't represent how the item will look on you. It's just showcasing the clothing. So fitting rooms are essential, especially if you're trying to upgrade your wardrobe and change your style. Dion was also the queen of accessories, from fluffy hair clips to layered chains, rings and earrings and handbags. She knew what went best with what. I mean, she was just a girly girl who took pride in how she looked. It wasn't to garner the attention of others. She was just in love with fashion and the epitome of a 90s it girl, with a wardrobe that is still relevant and being imitated in today's times. She was one of my favorite characters on TV in the 90s, and I remember wanting every single thing in her closet. The 90s was just a special time for fashion. Fashion was so unique and experimental while still being classic and feminine, and definitely the golden era of fashion. Dion was one of the best dressed black teens on TV in the 90s and so iconic that decades later, she's trending on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, with people recreating her looks, as well as being one of the most popular hashtags on social media because of her aesthetic. Also, Stacey Dash was 28, playing the role of a 16-year-old girl and looked like she was 18. She looked amazing. I wanted to include this for the girls who are girly girls or want to experiment with hyper feminine fashion or looks. Some of the sites I'd recommend starting out with are Zara, Cider, Aritzia, ASOS, Mango, and River Island. And when you're shopping on these sites, always use the filter to filter what you want, like colors, occasions. I love selecting sometimes holiday party wear or going out because it can sometimes be more feminine and fancy than the other categories, and sometimes I like to be extra, as well as fit, style, etc. It just helps you find what you're looking for. Now, I usually shop in stores, but some stores only have online shops, so that's when I shop online. Now, I do love Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, and Saks because they have everything from so many different brands, and I know sometimes people hear those names and think, oh no, they're overly expensive, but you'd be surprised what you find that are sometimes cheaper than Zara and of better quality. But when it comes to clothes, I do think sometimes you have to spend more for better quality. But with that being said, this video has come to an end. Let me know below if you would like for me to do a styling video in ways that you guys can style your outfits and how to shop. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Liking helps with the algorithm. Also, make sure your notification bells are turned on so that you are notified when I upload. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Toodles!